Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We are logging in to the PlayStation and we are going to be talking about some market. We actually have a video tonight, man. I feel so bad. I guess just for my main channel, man, in like the last week, it's been a lot of packs, bros, and I'm sorry. I do feel in a way that that's kind of what's going on right now. Like with FIFA, there's a lot of packs. So it's tough to really put out constant menu content when you just feel like that's not really what you guys are interested in. You know, I want you guys to comment two things on this video, right? Number one, what are you most interested in on FIFA so I can gather what can be a good time and a useful time for me and you. And secondly, I want you guys to put a comment down below at the biggest loss you guys have in your team right now. So when you take a look at your team or your club, what is a crazy loss that you have? Maybe a player that has just been killed. And that brings me to my further point. That's what tonight's video is on. The market has been getting destroyed by a couple of things, right? First of all, we didn't even do a video yesterday talking about what happened, but they basically put in all of the team of the seasons into packs, and that has caused a lot of sell-off. We had talked about this in a video or two. 2 days ago, I had a video for you guys talking about it, and we talked about it earlier last week, that this could happen. And then if this did happen with a couple of SBCs that were decently valued, it would kill the market. Now, you guys can see I only have 2.3 million coins, and I did complete POGBA. So POGBA came out today, guys, and according to Footbin. Now, boys, by the way, I did a review on Paul Pogba on my second channel. He's fantastic. If you guys are even considering getting him, get him. He's really freaking good. I'm not joking with you guys. Very good player, and he's 300K. So it has killed the market. And you know when something has an 83% up rating on Footbin, that it's a big, it's very high value, is what it does mean in my eyes. So yeah, that has caused a lot of things today to drop. Now I want to show you guys because I've already started to, you know, I picked up some cards. Now I got screwed because I didn't really share this with you guys. But I bought a bunch of Road to the Finals because, as you guys know, Road to the Finals Champions League is starting again in August. And these cards, in my opinion, are going to get hyped up again. Now, I got a little screwed. And the reason why I got screwed was that they were supposed to go out of packs. And EA kept a lot of the Road to the Finals in packs. So basically, they're still going to get another week of supply. And I guess that means for you guys who are, you know, people that want to make some coins. Because I think that we're going to get, as you guys saw today, I think that we're going to get some pretty cool SBCs for the rest of the year still. So I think you guys are going to want to have coins coming in, right? I know that we've got cards today like POGBA, like Vidal yesterday. And these are all cards that you guys want to be able to complete because they're endgame fun players. And you guys want to be able to complete them without having to worry about coins. Then hear me out on this tip. I would really look this week, guys, at finding a couple Roads to the Finals that you feel like are going to get a lot of hype in the next 2 weeks. People are bored. People want to gamble. People are going to hype them up the week or two before. I really like Martial because Man U is hot, and I can see them making a nice little Europa League run. I really like, I like a lot right now is Goretzka, Coleman, because I think Bayern are already basically, they're almost guaranteed a +1 because they're so ahead of Chelsea at the moment, so that they're pretty much going to get a nice boost, I think. Now, just look at that sort of stuff. Look at who you think would be really hyped up. You know, a couple of players that you might think are a little bit more in demand than others. So without further ado, tonight's video is talking about the crash today. Now, I actually did buy into the crash today. I don't know, guys. I don't really know what's going to happen. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys is that Saturday has been the low day on the market for like the last couple of weeks in terms of meta cards for what I've seen that have been out of packs. Saturdays have been a pretty big low day on the market. Saturdays just seem to be the day where people sell off the most, and cards just kind of continue to rise into the week. The trend has been that Fridays actually haven't been that most expensive day, which if you guys watched last year, Fridays actually haven't been the most expensive day. Last year they were. Now, here's a little bit of a graph of kind of what happened this week or last week. I mean, De Jong is a different example because De Jong was linked to Dembele, so he went up a lot with that. But if we take a look at the week before, you guys can see Friday he was 646, Saturday 637, Sunday 643. All right, let's get another week here. So Saturday 619, Sunday 621, 630 on Monday, and he was 655 on Friday. And that there's a ton of these opportunities you guys will be able to see with a lot of meta players. Now, specifically, Pogba has killed icon moments midfielders. That's really in a lot of end game midfielders. Now, here's Zanetti. You know, it differs, but you guys can see a lot of time there is a nice little rise through the week. So what I'm looking at today is I bought a couple De Jongs, man. I bought a couple of these De Jongs at like 498, 500 around here. We'll see if it works. I don't know if it's going to work. Just being transparent with you guys. This was from earlier in the week. I still have this. I need to sell this. But I'm a little all over the place. But I did pick up a couple of Zanetti's, guys. I went for it. I got a couple at like 430. It looks like he's back up at like 479. It's a super weird one, man. I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to... I'm really hoping that tomorrow the market rises because this is just dead. But the fact of the matter is that EA have dropped an insanely endgame card for a super affordable price. And that's kind of what happens. I mean, right here you guys can see Lothar Matthäus. I literally couldn't even sell him at 1.3 today. Look at this price drop, guys. He was 1.855 on July 12th. That's 6 days ago. Not to mention, on Friday he was 163. Okay, I bought him 400K down today. I literally can't even sell him. He's 124. So that's the type of drops that we're dealing with here today. And they're really significant. Oh, I bought Prime Hullet. Now, guys, I bought Prime Hullet because I want to get him in the Weekend League team, and I got a nice little deal on him. Love to see it, right? This one's listed at 7.3. I'm going to put him in the team with POGBA so I can use those guys tomorrow. But, yeah, we've had some crazy, crazy drops. I mean, Baby Zidane, right? This is a huge drop. Baby Zidane, guys, was... I'm going to show you guys the graph right now. And I'm just kind of risking it, man, because I feel like they all went cheapest on the sell-off day. So I kind of like it. So Zidane was 900K yesterday or the day before. Now, the difference is, though, that the problem with Zidane is kind of a very similar card to Paul Pogba, so I can see a lot of people using Pogba instead of Zidane. But this card doesn't have supply. I mean, there's a lot to like about it. There is a lot to like about it. I got a bunch of Seedorf moments at 400 today, 410. That was really low. I mean, these cards are super meta. Seedorf was 500 yesterday. You know, so hoping for a little bit of a rebound. We'll see. The types of ways that these cards usually rebound, usually what we see is that we see a big sell-off on one day and then a little bit more the day after, and then they start to rebound. That's usually what happens. Now, the only issue with Pogba is that he is available forever. This is kind of an issue because being available forever does mean that people are going to start to work towards it over time. We picked up a couple R9s today. Nessian. I have this Varane, guys. Now, I bought a couple of Varanes for Weekend League rewards flipping. Well, unfortunately, I still kept one. So we made like 400K on a couple of Varanes. And then you guys can see, I made a lot of road to the final investments, man. And it's not really going too well. I thought they were going out of packs. I bought them late Thursday night. And you guys can see it's not going that well. So that's where my account is at. But I know a lot of you guys watching are obviously concerned with your guys' market, things like that. I want to show you guys the watch list. This is what I was doing. Today I was buying De Jongs and I was buying Zanetti's. You know, that's kind of where I'm at. I was just kind of watching Maradona. That's Zidane. So Zidane has already rebounded a bit, man. I just showed you guys. I bought a couple at 640. I have a rule with buying cards, guys, in market crashes, and that's a 30% to 40% rule. Usually if I see a 30 to 40% drop in a couple hours, I'll always buy. If it makes sense for it to rebound, I'll always buy. That's kind of been my rule with these sorts of drops and things like that. But yeah, Baby Blanc was like 190. We picked him up. I don't know if this type of card's rebounding because Pogba is so craftable. That's kind of the issue that we have, is that Pogba is so craftable. If you just, do a couple of those upgrade SBCs and you could go and craft your Pogba. It's like super easy to do, and that's the problem, that this is such an end game card that people are just always when in doubt going to save the coins. But I think we get I have another Varane, dude. What is this? But I do think we get a rebound, man, at some point. Now, obviously, with all team of the seasons being in packs, this is a little bit of a problem. It's a problem because they're most likely going to keep dropping throughout the week, right? And that's gonna really not allow some of the rest of the market to start to prop up, which is, I think, wow, this card got really rare. Wow. That's I want to check this guy's hourly because there's only 3 on the market. So that's either glitched or he's just really rare. I want to see if he was up. What was he today? He had 164 an hour ago. Wait, what is going on with this card, dude? There's some weird stuff happening here. Anyways, so I mean, the question comes to a lot of you guys: should you sell some of the players that you guys have? I don't really know. I think it depends. I think the reason I say it depends is that we need to see what EA bring out tomorrow and like the day after that, right? That's very important because the reason we're seeing a total death today, yes, team of the seasons are in packs, but I don't find that to be the main reason. I think the main reason we're seeing such a drop in the market today is that really we've seen now repeatable SBCs for the guaranteed packs day after day after day. And then we've also seen two very, very endgame meta players back to back, and that's Vidal and POGBA, and they both come in at a price that's super affordable. And I think a lot of the time when we have these players that come out that are affordable, it really kills the market. I think a lot of people just sell everything to go in, because you have to understand from a casual's perspective, casuals love SBC. So when an SBC comes out that's like a very appealing card that's affordable, they don't want to have this fear of missing out. They want to do it, and that's why everything is getting sold. I see it that way. It says the market's starting to move back upwards. That's what Flippin' has for a lot of the icons. It's starting to go back up. Wow, this Seedorf is 104. I mean, there's a huge opportunity to trade in this market because there's going to be so many trends back and forth. Holy moly, this is too low. So I'm gonna explain to you guys why this is too low, right? 109, we're gonna just take all three. All right, so this is too low because, one, this is the best version of Seedorf outside of his moments, right? So people still use this card. But this is my rule, man. This is literally 40, I think this is 33, 35% drops. I mean, 166, 170 to 100 is such a big drop. And then sometimes I look at Xbox, right? So Xbox, he was only 150 today. He's still 120. So this percentage drop on PlayStation is just too high. And that's why I always tell you guys with these cards, man, it's not rocket science when it comes to these types of cards, man, and these drops and trading. It's just not. It's really just understanding when a card is getting too low and reasoning behind why it would rebound, right? Tomorrow we still have Weekend League, so the odds are that I'll be able to sell this card tomorrow. And also, he's not been below 120 today, so I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to sell this Seedorf up. Hopefully at like that 120, 130 area. And I think what's a really interesting look today is trying to look at cards that really shouldn't be that dead today. And what I mean by that is that there's most likely going to be a lot of cards that got sold off today that really shouldn't have gotten sold off, right? All we got is a Paul Pogba. Yes, team of the season cards are dropping, but there's some super meta and usable icons that really shouldn't be that down that are probably really low, right? Team of the seasons, icons that just really shouldn't actually be that cheap, but are really cheap due to this Paul Pogba today. So a lot of time what I do is I go look on the most popular, on the icon market page on Flippin. A lot of these deals will not be here, but you can kind of gather a sense of price drops and potential deals on the market. When it comes to team of the season cards, I know a lot of you guys want to buy team of the seasons. These, I think, will continue to drop. I think team of the seasons are probably going to keep dropping. I don't really see a way or a reason why they wouldn't. A really interesting market move today was Conte. Conte went up a ton today. Conte went up 300K. The guy was getting panic sold, and he rebounded like crazy. Team of the year, because this is an end game card. What was really interesting was that Vieira got bought back his moments card all the way up to 3.6, but he is still 3.6. The Prime got bought back as well a little bit. He's back up at 175. The 88 and 86 didn't get bought back as much. Now the 86, the reason why this one will go back up as much is Pug was probably going to get replaced, for this card. But I did pick up one of these cards, these Vieiras, at 270. So he's starting to go back up a little bit. And it's just all about patience, confidence. I think a lot of you guys, wow, is this 215? 1951. Oh, no, it's just like a weird hour. I was about to say, it's just a weird hour. Because that's a big rebound if that was going back up. Nah, I think a lot of these cards are still not selling. Wow, team of season Lewandowski's 820. 839. That's a huge drop today. So, yeah, these cards in packs are going to be fluctuating a lot. That's something that's going to be happening on the daily. That's very interesting to see, though. I'm just kind of scrolling and taking a look at some of these prices. I mean, it looks like Mbappe went up a good amount. It looks like the panic was a little too strong for him. It looks like he might be up a little. I mean, you're going to have these trends. Where's the Foot Birthday Mbappe at? Foot Birthday Mbappe is 2.6. 2.6? No way. 4 mil. Okay, so Foot Birthday Mbappe is still 4 mil. Yeah, a lot of these cards are going to have their ups and downs, guys. It's really going to be impossible when to know and when to target their lowest. That Pele is really 5'2". Is Pele really 5'2" right now? Oh my god, he's 5 mil. Is there a 5.2 on the market? Wow, he's actually 5 mil right now. That actually might be that might be sellable. That's my stream starting soon screen. 5.6. He was 5.28. 5.3. That is a huge drop. Holy moly. That's a huge drop. I don't have the coins to buy it. Unfortunately, I probably would if I could. So I'm just kind of, I'm just kind of looking here. I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll circle back and kind of see in a little while from now where these card prices look. I'm not too sure what's going to happen. I think there might be another little round of sell-off, but I think, look, the market can't just go down forever. So this was a big drop. I mean, I was trying to tell you guys, I was expecting something like this to happen sooner than later in my uploads recently. Does this market enable you to be able to trade if you learn trends and figure out popular cards that are constantly rotating? I mean, icons aren't the only one, right? If you take a look at any type of card in the game that's meta, right? Promise is a super meta card. Even though these guys are in packs, they're trending a ton, right? Look at Promise going from 100 to 120. I mean, you just got to figure out the times in which these guys are going to be buys, right? And this is, obviously I'm on the wrong screen, but I was just looking at Promise, and you guys can see, 117, 100, 120. So these guys are fluctuating a lot, and it's not that hard. I mean, but I like to show you guys because I think sometimes it's overcomplicated, right? People like to think too much with it and make it too hard. It's not that hard, right? And if you guys are always wondering, is a card in packs right now? EA have tweeted out a spreadsheet, but also you guys can also go on the market and look and see if there's fresh ones, right? If a lot of time you see fresh versions, it means that card is currently being supplied. So you'll be able to know, I wanted to open up these 3 packs. So yeah, I mean, that's my take on the market. POGBA has killed the market today. The market, this is one of the biggest drops we've had all year, and especially on midfielders. And it's right. I think it's warranted, man. He's a really good card. He's much better than Vidal. I got this Vidal. He's good, but he's much better than Vidal. I'm in love with this Moments Maradona, man. I can't say it enough. This is the team that I'm using for the weekend league. If you guys haven't caught that on Twitch at all this weekend, we're using the 4-2-2 with 9 depth, and then we've got this loadout. It's a fun team, man. We're gonna toss in that prime Hullet for sure. Vini's been playing good. Dembele's been playing good. And then we've got big man Ice Ronaldo coming in off the bench, which still has a positive goal record for me, which is crazy because I don't play one striker formations. For the most part, I pass a lot. Like, I always make the extra pass. I don't really ball hog hoard with anybody. But that's why when Maradona had really good stats, I was really surprised. Like, I was realizing how good he was when I was seeing the return that this card was giving me. Anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully the video finds you guys well. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.